Hello and welcome to another guide to the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Today we're going to be looking at exactly how you obtain the legendary sword Excalibur. Now there is quite a lot of legwork that goes into getting this sword, so hopefully this guide will help save you some time and potential aggro on your search. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to share it with a friend, and if you want to support the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. With that out of the way, let's get into it. In order to actually pull the sword from the stone, you're going to need to find 11 Treasure of Britain tablets, the first of which you will find at the Cavern of Trials, which is on the far east side of Kent. Once you arrive at the blue marker, the one that looks a little bit like a headstone on the minimap, you will find a house with a trapdoor leading to a cavern that you need to navigate. This one is fairly simple. Just follow the cave system around, collecting the keys you come across along the way. There will be 3 in total, which will grant you passage through all 3 gates at the bottom of the well. Once through these gates, you will need to move the stone blocks in front of the stalagmites, blocking your path, which will allow you to jump over. Once past these, just follow the stairs up to the tablet, and a key to the exit which will be in front of you. It is worth mentioning that all of these areas that you will find yourselves in, there is a way out if you carry on following the path. However, it will probably be a lot easier for yourself if you just fast travel using the viewpoints you've already synchronised with. Anyway, the next tablet is located in West Hamptonshire, in Woking. Again, looking for the blue headstone looking marker on the minimap, here you will find the entrance to a cave system which you will need to navigate your way through. First by boat and then by climbing up the telltale white ledges, until you reach a room with a gate in front of you, with oil jars to your left. Destroying these oil jars will reveal a space for you to slide under into the room containing the tablet. Be warned, however, you will need to leave the area completely after destroying the oil jars to avoid being burnt to death. After a few seconds, the fire will extinguish themselves, and you're free to go and collect the tablet from the now accessible room. Next on the list, you want to head to the area just west of Jorvik, to the Wiccan's Cave. You will have likely already come across this cave during the main questline, depending on what stage of the game you're currently at. Once inside, you will find a room with a white tree in the centre on a stone platform. You want to climb up onto this tree and walk along the branches with the skulls hanging from them. From here, you'll be able to access the rest of the cave through a series of jumps and climbing sections. Follow this path until you come across a note that reads the Witch's Curse. Just behind where you find this note, there will be a wall of ice you can break through with an arrow, which will grant you access to another area where you will end up finding a barred door, and rooms to both the right and left. Go to the left, kill the 2 boars that attack you once you enter, and from here you can destroy a destructible wall which is covering a grate. The easiest way to do this is using explosive arrows, and from there you will now be able to shoot at the barred door, unlocking it and granting you access to the room containing the tablet. Next, you're going to want to head to the eastern side of Essex, where you will find a cave opening that will lead you to the Old Cellar. You're probably starting to notice a pattern at this point. Most of these tablets are located in caves or concealed locations that require you to solve some sort of puzzle in order to collect them. Anyway, once inside, you'll find a note on the wall that speaks of a thirsty giant who needs his thirst quenched to obtain his precious trinket. Go to the next room to find multiple barrels full of wine, and a grate in the middle of the floor. The tablet is in the grate on the floor, and to obtain it you will need to fill the hole with wine. So all you need to do here is break the taps on the several barrels, and the tablet will float to the top of the grate. You only need to break around half of the taps in order to be able to reach the tablet, so if you are running low on arrows, do not worry, as the supplies in the room itself should be enough to get you through this one.
Valuable. A good find, I think.
Next, you're going to want to head back to Hamptonshire, to the Red Lycian Cavern. Once again, you need to navigate your way through the cavern. Be careful though, as there are pockets of gas throughout this one that will poison you if you're in them for too long. Throwing your torch at them does temporarily stop the gas, but you'll only have a few seconds to make it through once you've thrown it. Once you've navigated your way through the first part of the cavern, you will come across another note, hinting at fire cleansing the clouds of death. Keep going into the next room where you'll find two massive pockets of gas. The tablet is located on the upper section of the room, so as soon as you throw your torch you will need to climb using the rocks on the right side of the room in order to reach it before the gas reappears. There is also an opal located in the bottom section which is worth collecting if you want to trade with Reader back in the settlement. Once you have collected both of these, you can leave the cavern.
Something is not right.
List is the Sandlatch Mine in Sussex. Once you arrive, you will need to follow the path to the right leading up into the mine. The other two paths do just lead to dead ends, so there's not really much point in following these. Once inside, follow the path to the destructible wall and destroy it with the oil jars that are placed just in front of it. Continue following the path into the mine until you reach a small opening you can slide through. Once through, you'll need to move this block in front of the ladder so you can reach it. Continue to follow the path around to another ladder that you'll need to shoot down in order to climb. Through here you'll find a zip line which will take you to another room with a destructible wall. Ensure you drop off halfway down the zip to collect the chest containing the general supplies used to upgrade your gear. Destroy the wall that is blocking your path and continue your way until you reach a flooded room with a water wheel on the far side. You need to dive into the pool behind this wheel and then dive to continue through the cavern. This is a long swim, so ensure you don't dawdle too much, otherwise you'll find yourself struggling for air. Once at the other side, you'll find yourself in a flooded cave with a pedestal in the middle of the room which you can collect the next tablet from. Next, head over to East Anglia to the Grimes Graves. Here you will find a hole in the floor that you can swan dive into. This will bring you to another cave system you need to navigate. Luckily these caves only really have one way through them, so you shouldn't find yourself going in circles or getting lost. Keep following the cavern until you reach a slope you can slide down, at the bottom of which there will be a cursed symbol you can destroy. Now, when I used Odin's vision down here, there was clearly a key mark on the screen. However, there was no key to actually collect. So if any of you do find a key here, feel free to pop it in the comments exactly what you do manage to find. Now, head up the ladder and continue through. You'll find another note here, again hinting at something fire related. However, you don't actually need to burn anything through here. The tablet can quite easily be missed, however, as it is hidden inside a breakable pot on the right side of this table. Destroy the pot and collect your prize. Next, in Nottinghamshire, in the northwest part of the map, you will find the Deer Abbey Cavern. Head inside the cave and use the rocks on the right hand side to climb up. Follow the wall on your right all the way around the room and you'll see an area you can climb up to, where you'll then be able to access the rest of the cavern. Depending on your brightness settings, this area may not immediately be visible, so it may be worth having the torch equipped just so you don't miss it. Once through the crawl space, you will find a key on the side with a locked door and another note.
What surprises await me this time?
Through here you'll find a room with collapsed flooring and statues. You want to follow the path around so you end up on the platform on the right hand side of the room. From here, you can use the rocks behind the statue to climb up and across the other statue, which remains standing. Once over there, there is a chest with general supplies in and a path that leads to another room which contains the tablet. The final 3 tablets are probably the hardest to obtain. Although they are easier to find than the previous ones, you will need to kill 3 of the higher level zealots to obtain them. The zealots move around particular areas, so you will have to look to find them. However, if you find a white helmet on the map around the areas I show you, that will be where they currently are. Hrothgar is located in Sussex, Woden is located on the east side of Kent, and Hike is located somewhere around the main roads in Essex. If you have bumped into these people before and not challenged them, or at least come within 100 metres or so, they will show up on your order tab in the pause menu. If this is the case, just select them, and from the info menu it brings up, you will be able to track them. This turns the white helmet red on your map, so you know exactly which one you are targeting. These zealots are essentially a step up from the other elite enemies, so make sure you go in prepared. Their attacks are easy enough to dodge or counter, however when they do hit, they hit hard. Once you have collected all of the tablets, head to Hamptonshire, to Mirrodin's Cave. This won't be highlighted on your map at all, so you will need to look for a small grey location marker on the map just near Stonehenge. Once inside, again it's a simple matter of navigating the cave until you reach the flooded room. Dive under the water on the north side of the room and you'll find a submerged doorway you can swim through. You need to follow this all the way through to the next room and then follow the path in this room all the way through until you reach a massive chamber with 12 pillars. These pillars house the tablets you've collected, and once they've all been placed, you'll be able to pull Excalibur from the stone. Finally guys, I hope you've enjoyed this guide and you've found it helpful. Remember to subscribe to the channel so you know when more videos go live, and once again, thank you for watching.
Are you the sword the Britons call Excalibur?